to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here on a Thursday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. On play action, he'll set up. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. After a gain of 5, brings up 3rd and 11. Shaheed in motion. Throwing is Rattler. A throw on the move is caught.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Now Rattler gonna throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future.
And he will get into the end zone. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, McLaughlin. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Mario Davis there on the play. Third down, 3 to go. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
There's a screen from McLaughlin. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now it is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Next, from the gun, on third down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Rattler now back to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will take a 14-6 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. That one downfield for Cooks. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40.
And now that's the 2nd interception he's thrown in as many quarters. And the reality in this league is if you can't protect the ball, chances are you're not going to score many points. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly how it's played out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown 6. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. To throw, it's Rattler. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action now. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. That'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The left side into the hands of Olave.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Drive will start on the ground, and just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Throwing is Nix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll take a shot with Mims. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. Third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got his man. That's Olave. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Saints first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Olave is the motion man. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen coming for Kamara.
It's a gain of 6. It's your 3rd and 4.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. On 4th down, out comes the punter. And back deep is Marvin Mims. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put them away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw can be all you need to flip this game on his head and find yourself going with a lead late to falling behind.
And the Saints are going to have themselves a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Got to think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the handoff, it's Kamara.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
There's a handoff out of the gun. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing. Nix. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll run. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Big opening up the middle. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here is 1st and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a game this has been. It hangs in the balance until the very end, yet somehow they get a touchdown here late, Mike, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out in the final seconds of the game.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it is their 3rd